What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt. Alright, so Nintendo's E3 is done. And before I get into the topic of this video, the main topic, I just want to get my quick thoughts on what they showed off this year. I thought the event was actually pretty good. It wasn't nothing legendary or anything really mind-blowing like I guess it could have been, but overall I think it edged out the Xbox conference as the best conference, simply based upon showing games I was more interested in, and it actually showed gameplay of them. I mean, the Xbox conference, not to knock it, it was a pretty good conference, especially by their usual E3 conference standards, but most of the announcements were for games that don't come out until next year or beyond, and there was a lot of CG and not enough gameplay. But yeah, that's one area where I think the Nintendo edged them out. There were actually a lot of surprises. They weren't really like megatons, but there was quite a few surprises during and random things during that E3 Direct. Starting with weirdly, how this was unpredictable, really, a Tekken character in Smash. We have Tekken developers that have been making the Smash Brothers game for years, and no one really guessed a Tekken character. That's pretty crazy. But anyway, it looks like after this, the only major fighting game that's not being represented in Smash Brothers left is Mortal Kombat. So let's see if they put Scorpion or Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat, or maybe this is just a Japanese fighter thing. Who knows? But it'd be pretty cool to see a Mortal Kombat character in there to complete the circle. But yeah, like I said, pretty good Direct. Very nice to see the project that everybody thought was dead. Well, actually it was dead. They just brought it back. But Metroid Dread looked pretty good, and it comes out in the next few months. The only thing that I didn't like about it, and I don't know if it could actually be an intentional style choice, but judging by the title of the game, Metroid Dread, but the colors are kind of like somewhat too muted for my taste, and it makes the game almost look kind of unpolished and unfinished. But some parts of the game actually look really good, and honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care. I want to play it. The game looks very fun. Yeah, and then we have some random announcements of games that actually people have asked for a long time. Like there's a Advance Wars remaster. There's a new Wario game. There's a Mario Party pretty much remaster, because you know everybody says the N64 versions were the best, and it looks like they listened and they went back, and you're pretty much giving us the best of collection with Mario Party N64 era boards and added online. So I guess everyone wins there that likes Mario Party. I personally never owned a Mario Party in my life because I was never really that interested, but honestly, I might check it out this time. It actually looked pretty fun. Zelda looked great. Wish they could have shown more, because honestly, they barely showed anything, really. But what I saw, I liked. But with their random, just a 2022 expected date, and the fact that that wasn't even really a full trailer, means this game is probably not going to come out until the end of next year, if we're lucky, because they said they're targeting it, so it sounds like they're not even sure. But from what I saw, it looked very good. Could have been put over the top with some Prime 4 footage or Bayonetta 3 footage or something, but it is what it is. It was a pretty good showing. Now, finally on to the real topic of this video. if you guys watched that E3 and saw the release dates of these titles and what was announced, you might notice that that's not their full slate. There are missing titles there. And specifically, it seems that we're missing their big holiday title for this year. Seems like it's yet to be announced, because usually every E3 we pretty much know what's gonna be their major holiday seller, and then it's usually the games that are announced later in the year is usually like their December game or some October games, but it looks like most of those got announced already. The Advance Wars remake, that's their December game, or at least one of their December games. The Mario Party remaster, I believe that's an October game. So we're still missing their system seller. Well, maybe they don't need a system seller, but we're missing their big holiday title for this year. And it's not going to be Metroid Dread, because one, Metroid Dread comes out in October, and two, Nintendo would never put that on a 2D Metroid game to be their big holiday seller. That's not going to happen. So looks like we're missing some things. And my suspicion was pretty much confirmed, because Nintendo just tweeted that today we showed a sampling of what's coming to Nintendo Switch. We look forward to sharing more games with you all in the future. So that's pretty much implying there that they didn't show their whole hand. We have more announcements coming, and it looks like we'll probably have at least one or two more Nintendo Directs possibly before the end of the year, and possibly their biggest holiday title for the year may not even have been announced yet. Add to the fact that despite what they say, I highly doubt that's all that they're doing for the Legend of Zelda's anniversary. There's no way that's it. That's leaving too much money on the table to simply just come out with Skyward Sword HD remaster and a Game & Watch. No. They got more coming. And potentially some Zelda project or a remaster or something, depending on how big the scope is, could potentially be their holiday title. But who knows? I guess we'll see. But the good thing is, if you're happy with what they showed so far, we're probably even going to get even more than that this year. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.